Hi, my name's Hayley and this is Sam. We're both 28 and we've known each other for how many years?
Well, since we're about 17, so long time.
So about 11 or 12 years. When I was 19 I went to the doctors because I still hadn't started my periods, so I just went to go and get checked out really. They took some bloods and they came back with a particularly high hormone. So I got referred to the hospital, and after various tests they told me I had a rare genetic disorder where instead of having X chromosomes, my genetic makeup is actually of XY chromosomes, meaning that officially I should have been genetically male, whereas now because of some fault with the Y chromosome I carried on growing as a female. So at the time I was at university studying drama and theatre, and that came as a massive shock and my whole world was completely sort of blown apart.
I remember her telling me about this when we were kids, obviously, because at first we were just friends, and she was just so worried that no one would want to be with her anymore and things like that. And as a friend I just said to her, anyone who's worth being with won't care about any of that stuff. I just didn't realise that years down the line I'd end up being married to her with 2 kids. It's funny how things work out.
Yeah. Thank you. So one of the downsides of the genetic disorder was that I was told that I'd never be able to have children because I didn't have any ovaries, I didn't have fallopian tubes. At the time they didn't think I had a womb. I had an operation to get rid of some undistinguishable tissue that should have been either testicles or ovaries, but they didn't particularly form into either. So yeah, I had the operation, I went back home to Derbyshire and I got referred to a specialist there who, after more tests, found that I did actually have a very, very small womb, and the doctor was very positive that he could try and grow this womb with hormone replacement therapy. So after a year or 2 on the treatment, we'd actually got together in that time, and we decided that we just wanted to explore our options about children, whether it would be adoption or if there was any chance of IVF.
Or surrogacy was the other option, but obviously we would like to try this and try our luck. Didn't think it would work though. I mean, obviously you hear so many stories about this sort of thing and about how difficult it is and how many people go through so many rounds of it, and it costs a fortune, and we didn't get it off the NHS, you see, so we had to pay for it. And so it's just really fortunate for us that having done it one time, and one time was all we could have done really, we ended up getting these 2 little ones.
Yeah, so the basically when we went to the hospital we got referred to another specialist, and they were so positive and said that my womb was a normal size, it could host some little embryos if we went down the IVF route, and as Sam said, we were able to go to Cyprus in April last year.
Yeah.
And we had 2 embryos that looked positive, so we got the choice of having 1 or 2 embryos put back in, so we went for 2. Because
You don't think that 2's going to work, that's the thing. I mean, especially when you first go, well, you're just hoping that 1 will work. You're just hoping that anything will happen at all. But deep down you're thinking the odds aren't good. But to put 2 in and then to find out, oh, it's definitely twins, that was how the doctor said it. That was a bit of a shock.
Yeah, so 9 months down the line, we have these 2, Darcey and Avery, and they are little miracles in my eyes, and we love them so much, and they're just beautiful.